Welcome to Fit for Life with Karen. I guess you're back because you need more exercise, don't you? And you need someone to kind of encourage you a little bit. Today we're going to do our strength training. It's the first of 2 strength training sessions that we do every week. And we have a day off in between so those muscles can rest a little bit. Again, twice weekly, we use weights and we use bands. So always have both of them ready just in case you can't remember which day we're doing what. So it's really important. You want to remain strong as long as possible. Also, some of you might be going to a health club, and that's wonderful. Also, we should always warm up first, and we're going to do that today. We're going to do a little standing warm up, but you can also walk, you can dance, you can jog in place. You can use a stationary bicycle. Maybe some of you have that. So there's always something you can do to warm up. Put the television on and just dance. As long as you're moving, we want to get the blood circulating. We want those muscles to be warm so that they're not cold. Otherwise, when they're cold, you can strain them if you try to do certain exercises. We're not doing anything that difficult. We also do 2 sets of everything, 8 to 12 repetitions, depending on what you feel like. If you feel you need a little more or you can do a little bit more, get up to 10 and then move up to 12. And as I said, you should do 2 sets. We do only 1 set on the show because we only have half an hour and I have so much that I want to give you. You should feel a little bit of fatigue at the end of the set. If it's too easy, then maybe it's time for stronger weight. Now, I know I've said this before, but it does help to repeat it. We can't remember every single thing that we learn. Do you remember going to school and sometimes forgetting things? We have to go over them so that we can take our test, right? Personal training is an option. Find someone that's accredited, that can work with seniors, that's been certified to work for senior fitness. So I'm a senior fitness specialist. I can be with you part of the time, but not all the time. Just keep that in mind. Always consult your doctor when starting a new program. That's important too. You want to make sure that it's okay for you to do this, especially if you have heart problems. Keep that in mind. Saying for the day, let's see what we have. This is short and sweet today. In youth, we learn. In age, we understand. Let's hope we do. So I'd like you to be standing. Maybe you already are. I'm going to get up, and you're just going to do everything that I'm doing. These are just some examples of the things you can do to warm up. You can take a walk in a park. You can take a walk down the street. You can dance. You can also march. Some people are not able to jog or walk down the street. So jogging is an easy way. Jogging, walking in place. Let's just finish the marching, marching, marching. 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. How about jogging in place? So instead of running on the road or running somewhere else, you're going to jog in place. It's easy. And you can make it as difficult as you want. And I don't think you're going to get out of breath. We're not going to do it that long. Try to do it for a minute at least when you first start. Just something else to think about. There's so many ways that we can exercise and stay in shape. Wonderful. Let's bend those knees just to relax the legs a little bit. Let's push down. Good. Again, 2. Nice and tall. Watch that posture. 4 and 5. So we're warming up our muscles so we can do our strength training, right? The name of the show today is Strong for Life. We can stay strong as long as possible, hopefully forever. Wonderful. How about just kicking? And sometimes we do this in dancing, where we just kick out 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Again, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. You can kick higher if you want. And this is also good for your balance, so just keep moving. Good. Let's relax again. Just bend those knees. We'll just do it 1 time. Come back up. How about the knee lift? We've done this before. You're just going to lift the legs up 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. You can touch your shoulders if you want. Get a little bit better workout when you use your arms too, so keep that in mind. So all of this is easy stuff. If you have music on, it makes it even easier, more pleasant. You don't feel like you're exercising so much. And of course, you have me to exercise with, and I hope that helps a little bit. All we're going to do is bend the knees and bring those arms back all the way up. And now stand up as straight as you can and very gently push back. We're going to do this a little bit faster. This is a great warm-up for the torso. So let's bend those knees again, bring those arms back and up to the ceiling. This is 2 and back and 3 and back and 4. You're warming up. Hope you're not getting tired yet. If you haven't been exercising, you might be. Up again. Let's try 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. That's a good overall stretch for your body. It's a good one. I like it. I don't think we've used it for a while. Maybe we've done it once or twice before, but it really is kind of an important one. Now we're going to do something easy that feels good. And you're just going to rotate back and forth, or you can call it a twist if you want. Your knees are slightly bent, and this is great for your waist. We're going to whittle our waist. Well, it's probably going to take more than one session, but it feels good, and it's just a nice stretch for the upper body. Your midriff, good. If you get dizzy when you turn your head, you don't have to turn your head. You can look straight ahead and do it, or you can turn and turn and turn. Good. I know we're doing a lot of these because they're easy. 5 and 6. Knees are bent, right? Good. Okay. Now for the last warm-up, and this is a nice one, and this too is good for the waist. And all we're going to do is bring those arms out to the side, nice and tall. We'll call this the triangle. Take this hand and just touch the opposite knee. You're going to feel a stretch right in here. And then to the other side. Good. And there's a position or an asana in yoga that is called the triangle. And we're just doing kind of a simplified version of it. It's a good overall stretch now that we're warmed up. And we'll say 5. And now if you can't reach your knee, that's okay. You can touch your thigh. Go a little bit lower, and the longer you do it, the farther down you'll be able to go. This is a good one. I like this too. Wonderful. Now just to relax, stretch out your lower back. All you're going to do is drop forward. Let those arms come forward. Good. No special thing to do. You can keep your head up. You don't have to drop your head down like that when you exercise, because that might make some people dizzy, right? Just drop down. Let's get a nice stretch. Don't try to touch the floor. If you can do it, that's fine, but it can be a strain for some people that are not used to doing that kind of a movement. So let's grab your weights. Do you have your water with you? You really should. That's important. Water, weights, and next time we have a class and we do strength training, we're going to use the bands. So I have my weights all ready. And these are 5-pounders. I have 8-pounders too. You really should have 2 sets of different weights. If you're used to doing 3 pounds, get some 5-pounders and just try it. You know, just test yourself a little bit and see what you can do. But first, let's take a breath up through the nose just to relax a little bit. Hold that breath and then exhale. This is our typical yoga breath. As you drop the head down, why don't you tighten your abdomen just a little bit? You know, don't do a like that. Just a very little tightening feeling there. And then we'll breathe up again through the nose, all the way up, hold it, and then exhale through your mouth. As you exhale, just let your shoulders drop, let your chin drop. You don't have to have good posture now. And then we'll bring the head back up. Now we're going to start with the upper body. That makes sense, right? And we're going to do our bicep curls. So you're going to make the weights horizontal, elbows into your body for support, and you're going to breathe out as you what? Lift. Good. And you don't have to make that noise. It should be done slowly. Let's try it again. I know I'm making that noise, aren't I? Try it again. And slowly down. How are you doing? If you're doing it at least once a week, you should be able to do it with no problem. Try it again. And slowly down. It should be at least 4 seconds down. So we'll breathe out again. And slowly down. So that first movement can be pretty fast. Just don't whack yourself, right? Breathing out as you lift. So you're breathing out on exertion. And then slowly down. And this is where you gain the strength. Not so much on that first movement. Let's try it again. This is at least 7. I know that. And slowly down. We're going to do 10 today. Try it again. 8. And slowly down. Again. Up. And I think that's probably 10. I'm sure you're feeling that. Let's put our weights right down in the lap. Just relax. Pull those shoulders down. Then relax them. And then let your chin drop right down. Good. Feel a nice stretch in the back of your neck, your upper back. Bring your head up slowly. Now bring your shoulders up and just pull them down. And up and down. Doesn't that feel good? Up and down and up. How about forward? Forward and back. Just the shoulder, not your whole body, right? A few times. Forward again and forward. Wonderful. All right, now what I'd like you to try now is to take both of your weights in one hand. If you can do it. If not, don't force it. You can support your arm a little bit. I just want to see if you can do a few with 2 weights. And if you can do that, and it's not too difficult, you can use those heavier weights. And you can buy a 4-pound weight. You don't have to go 3 to 5. You can find 4-pound weights now and then. Let's try the other hand. You know one side is going to be stronger than the other, right? Elbow into the body and up and slowly down. You can support underneath. If it's a little too difficult, good. Try it again. Up and slowly down. You're doing something good for yourself. You're working on maintaining what? Your independence. It's so important. And if you stop doing this for a few weeks, you're going to notice that your strength is waning a little bit. So this isn't kid stuff. This is really important for your quality of life. All right. Now the second one is for the triceps. What I'd like you to do is put one weight down. Doesn't matter where, either side. You're going to take the weight and bring it, now be careful, bring it in back and hold on to that ball at the end with both hands. Now, we haven't done it this way before. You're going to just lift up. No, don't hit your head like that. Make sure your arms are far back enough. If you can't do that, then just wait for us, okay? And up. So you're going to bring the weight down and back up. This is for your triceps, the back of what? Your upper arm. And I always lose track of the count after 4. So I'm going to say 7, but let's do a few more anyway, okay? So it's down, and this is for the triceps. I know you're getting tired. You're not used to doing this. Maybe some of you aren't getting tired. If you're using strength training machines at a gym or someplace where they do strength training, a health club, you're going to be used to it. All right, so we did bicep and we did tricep. So what are we going to do now? We're going to work on the press and the upper back. And this is how we're going to do it. Let's take both weights. right? Horizontal, kind of close to the body. You don't have to touch your body. And all you're going to do is go out pretty fast and slowly back. And there are machines that do this. It's called the chest press. So you're going to press out and slowly back. It's a toughie, huh? Breathing out. I can feel it slowly back, and I know you're going to feel this one. And out and slowly back. Let's do another one. Push out and slowly back. Oh, I'm getting stronger. I must be, because it's killing me. Out and slowly back. Can you do one more? All right, great. Just put those weights down. Let's relax just for a minute. Whew. Let's do an ear drop, dropping that ear to the shoulder. Everyone is at a different fitness level. This will be too easy for some people, maybe just right for others. Who knows? But as long as you're moving, the joy of movement, it is a joy to still be able to move, isn't it? Some people can't do it as well as we do. So let's do the ear drop again, and then to the other side. Just a little bit of a stretch. Now sitting up straight, shoulders down, I'd like you to turn your head as far back as you can without being in pain or anything. And then all the way back to the other side. Good. All right. Now we're going to do some strength training for the lower body. Time is going very fast. But you're doing something so important and so good for yourself. We're going to do the sit-stand. Now, you know this is one of the best exercises for function for seniors, to be able to do all the things we need to do. Bending over to pick something up, in and out of bed, in and out of a car, all the different things that we need to do in everyday work, and working around your house, and even participating in sports like maybe pickleball or badminton or something like that. Some of you might be runners, and I think that's fantastic. Keep it up. So here we go. You've come forward in your chair, just holding on here, or you can do this. If this is more comfortable, then you just cross here at the chest and stand up. That's all you have to do. But this is a great exercise to strengthen what? Your quadriceps right here. Also, the most important thing I think strength in your quadriceps do for you is to guard you against falling. We don't want to take that fall. Let's sit back down again. 1 out of 3 seniors over 65 will take a fall every year. So we don't want that to happen. You don't want to take that first fall, and you definitely don't want to take the second one. But it does make you a little more susceptible to that second one if you don't work on it. So we're going to try to do 8 of these. Let's say this is 5. Good. And 6. Now you're feeling it? I know you are. And 7. I hope your chair is hard. You're not sitting on a couch or something. And let's do 1 more. So that's really, really good for your quadriceps. Now, your glutes. I'm going to turn my chair a little bit. If you want, you can get behind your chair. So for your glutes and to strengthen your lower back also, we're just going to point and lift, flex that foot and bounce it. 1, 2, 3. So you're tightening and toning and strengthening. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Wonderful. Foot down. Let's relax a little bit. Just bend those knees. Bend those knees again. Good. And we'll come back up. The other side. So you're going to point and lift and bounce it. 1, 2, and 3. I can feel that. 4 and 5. There are many ways to strengthen all of the muscles that we've been working on. And we have a lot of muscles, don't we? We have over 600. So we have to do something with them. We don't want them to just lay around. You want to maintain, right? Maintain your strength and your muscle tone. So just keep that in mind. All right, now all you're going to do is just lift that foot to the back. Let's do a little stretch too. And you're going to feel that stretch right here in your quadriceps. 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Let's do 9. Let's do 16, okay? 11 and 12. How are you doing? 13 and 14 and 15 and 16. All right. Now we're going to strengthen your lower leg, which we especially need to avoid a fall. We need to strengthen your foot and your ankle and your calf muscle. So the easiest way to do that is to just do our little heel lifts up. We've done them before. 2. Now, if you want to practice your balance, this is 4 coming up. Let go with one hand. 5. Try 2 hands. 6 and 7 and 8. Get those heels up. And 9 and 10. What do you think? Do another set when you do this on your own. You could take notes too. Yeah, you could. Bend the knees. I will try to remember to give you the name for each thing that we do, and I think we've done that today. So those are called heel lifts. Let's make it a little bit more difficult though. Let's also strengthen those quadriceps while we're strengthening our foot and ankle. So you're going to just bend the knees, your feet are flat, but you're going to stay down here. And all you're going to do is lift 1 and 2. And try to maintain your posture if you can. And 4. So your knees are still bent. Can you feel? Just put your hand here. Feel how hard that gets. And 6. Good. And 7. And 8. Oh boy, I can feel that. And 9. And we're going to stretch these muscles out pretty soon too. Wonderful. Oh, that's great. Let's shake that out a little bit just to loosen the leg up. And then the other side. Wonderful. All right, now, before we sit down, I'd like to do our lunges. So you're just going to point and glue. Make believe you're gluing that toe to the floor. Pull the ball of the foot down, and then your heel. Feel a nice stretch in your calf muscle, right? So you're stretching this leg, the opposite leg. You're strengthening your quadriceps. You're going to push yourself up, and now we're going to improve our balance. We can let go with one hand. I think most of you can do that. And then let go with the other hand. And you can do this. You can do that. You can do this. Anything you want to do. But it's a great stretch and strengthener. Keep that in mind. But we have to do the other leg too, don't we? Now you should be holding a stretch, any stretch, at least 15 seconds. 20 is better. If you can do 30, that's great. So you could do less, longer. So we're going to point the other foot, ball of the foot comes down, then pull the heel. If you don't feel a stretch in your calf muscle, bring that foot back a little bit more. The front knee is bent. Make sure it's kind of, I want you to be able to still see your toe. Let's put it that way. You're going to push yourself up again. See if you can balance. Pretty sure that you can, most of you. Bring those arms up. Whoops, that threw me off, didn't it? All right, nice and tall. Pull that chin in a little bit. Great. Now, I'm going to let you sit down. So we've been contracting our muscles. So now we're going to stretch them out a little bit. Okay, and we only have a few minutes, so let's get going on that. We will do our Grecian stretch, which we love, don't we? Yes, we do. All right, you're going to turn just a little bit on an angle here. The leg that's closest to me, you're going to just bring that back. I suppose I should get rid of these so that I don't keep stepping on them. All right, bring that leg back. Hold yourself up nice and tall. Reach down and see if you can lift that leg up. If not, maybe just the pant leg, because you should be wearing something that stretches. You shouldn't be exercising in jeans. I know some of them stretch, but it's better to have this kind of a stretch. So you're again reaching down, pull it back so you're stretching out your quadriceps nice and tall. And if you can, let go here and reach forward and back at the same time. So you stretch, kind of stretching the upper body away from the lower body. It's a wonderful stretch if you can do it. I like to do it a lot, don't I? You've done it before. Nice and tall. We're going to stay at least 10, 15 seconds, right? Wonderful. All right. Very gently let that foot down. We're going to switch. So this leg now, the same leg is out straight to the front, nice and tall. Don't try to round over and touch your toe. Keep your back straight as you come forward. You will feel this. You will feel it. And back of the knee, hopefully you're feeling it in the hamstring. So now we're stretching the back of the leg instead of the front. Wonderful. Keep it nice and straight and come forward as much as you can. We have to do the other side though. All right, so we're going to switch. Try to do it longer if you're going to do it on your own. Again, you're on an angle. The leg that's closest to me. On the outside leg, you're going to lift and pull it back. And then with the other arm, you're going to reach forward and pull back at the same time. Pull that chin in, nice and tall. How does that feel? You should be feeling it. I don't think you do this every day, right? Great. And then very gently, we're going to let that leg come down, okay? Now, I think what I'd like to do is one exercise for posture. Let's do it quickly. Hands on your knees, pull yourself up nice and straight. Almost all things in life should be done with good posture. All exercises and even dancing. You see dancers, they have this wonderful posture. And for us, it's even better because it makes us look a little younger too. This looks better, doesn't it? So I want to thank you for joining me today. And I will look forward to seeing you the next time. Now you're going to lift your shoulders up, drop that chin down. And now we're going to do the opposite. Breathe up through your nose. Here we go. And breathe out. Namaste. And I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.